Hey everybody, I wanted to come to you guys with another video, and I'm just kind of warning you there you're going to hear some very offensive language. This is the video with the two Georgia high school students that participated in a racist TikTok video. Now there's been a lot of racist TikTok videos, but this one got their asses caught up, and I'm so very glad that it did. And I just want to talk about it. Now, I know that stories have a very short shelf life because, something happens and then we move on to something else the next day. But I definitely wanted to talk a little bit about this. So these are the two Carrollton High School students, Carrollton, Georgia. This is Stephanie Freeman, I'm calling them out, and Jeffrey Hume. And they decided to make this very, very offensive video that I'm about to play for you. Go ahead and check this out, guys.
Niggers.
First we have
Black. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty black.
yeah. Next we have don't have a
Don't
dad.
have a dad? Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have eat watermelon and fried chicken.
Fried chicken,
Yeah.
watermelon? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's yeah.
Next one is make good choices. Let's see. Oh,
There's nothing there. Next we have rob people.
specifically whites. Yeah, they do that.
Last one is
Go to jail?
The irony in all of this is that they had the nerve to call themselves making a black person and adding bad choices into the ingredients. And look at that. Would you look at that? Having the nerve to talk about how we make bad choices, and yet here they are, ass out. So anyway, when this TikTok video circulated online, and they got a lot of backlash from it, which they certainly should have. Of course, the white persons, the white woman tears, the Karen tears, which apparently Karen is a slur these days, guys. Can you believe it? Karen is a slur. But anyway, the Karen tears started to flow from their eyes as they attempted to apologize for it and realized that their lives were now ruined because of their bad choices, right? Anyway, when people start to see this and they found them, because social media, folks on social media, Black Twitter is going to do what they do because they are the FBI, better than the FBI. They found the girl, Steph Freeman, they found her Instagram, and they found out that she went to Carrollton High School, her and her racist boyfriend, and they tagged Carrollton High School, and they had no choice but to respond to it. So the superintendent basically came out and said, hey, these two are no longer at our school. They don't represent us, blah, blah, blah. You know what they usually say, right? Something tells me that they would have probably let the kids stay, but because they got such a backlash, the backlash was so overwhelming, they had no choice to basically come out and say, they're expelled. All right. And, here's the kicker. They were both seniors. Okay, they were seniors. And some people's like, well, the kids aren't in school as it is. No, they're still in school. They're still distance learning. So the kids are technically still in school. All the kids are in school, but they're at home learning, right? But the school still has the power to expel them and not allow them to graduate, which is what Carrollton High School decided to go ahead and do. All right. They said that the behavior was unacceptable. Again, I'm kind of side-eyeing that. And then, of course, Steph Freeman had to come out and make her statement. She says, I want to apologize for the abhorrent video I posted. I know in my heart how wrong it was. My boyfriend is racist, and he slowly normalized his racism on me. Still, I should never have let him. I believe blacks are human, too. Ooh, blacks are human. Made in the image of Christ. I have disappointed God, and I want to apologize. Please don't contact my college. It's my future, and one mistake should not ruin a life. Also, please stop with the death threats. Again, I apologize. Sincerely, Steph. The fact that she said that blacks are human, too, lets you know what kind of conversations she has been around. The fact that she felt she had to say blacks are human lets you know she didn't think that we were human at all. But, you know, I digress. That's just kind of interesting that she decided to say that. She says, I promise to dedicate my life to serving God and treating every human being with respect. I do not expect the public to forgive me, nor do I deserve it. But I pray God forgives my sins. That's the only way we heal. But I do take issue with one thing. Hatred does not defeat hatred. Threatening, bullying, canceling me will not resolve the world's problems. Please, I urge everyone to seek God and find peace in him. I understand why people are angry at me, but how will ruining my life change that? My parents live on fear for my life. This is not fair, she says. This is not fair. Oh, then she says, for the love of God, stop sharing the video of my name and picture. You do not know what this feels like. I've never been this scared. It just isn't fair. Imagine you're a stupid teenager just going along with stupid teenager stuff, and then your life gets ruined forever. People not caring what's in your heart or what you're really like, only defending you by a stupid video. Please stop sharing. And so, of course, the social media did what they did, and they continued to share it. It was great. All right. And people was telling on you. Okay. Apparently she was going to, I don't think it was the University of Georgia, but it was like somewhere in the West Georgia, something like she was supposed to go to some university, and people did what they did. And they called up the universities. They emailed the universities like, listen, do not allow this girl to go here. And even a boy, he's a wrestler. He said, I worked so hard for my wrestling career. Now in the blink of an eye, it's gone. And the wrestling team basically put out a statement saying, no, we cut you. You're done. We don't want to have anything to do with you. And then, of course, she started posting the Jesus stuff, right? She started to post, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. It's funny how they get all freaking religious when they're in trouble. But she wasn't so religious when she was making the damn video with the little racist boyfriend. Both of them racist. Both of them racist. And now she upset because she getting threatened. She's getting threats. Now, I'm not big on threats. I'm not big on death threats like that because I'm just not big on that. But you're not going to sit here and cry, girl. You're not going to sit here and say, oh, one stupid mistake ruined my life. How could you guys please don't ruin my life? It was just stupid. Oh, my God. God is Jesus. Jesus is Lord. You know, all this other stuff that people like to do when they get themselves in a lot of trouble and stuff like that. And I don't feel no ways tired about it. Then she wrote, I want to address this as my family are terrorized with death threats. I could say the video was shot at a moment of weakness, or that I let others influence me, or that I mistakenly thought this was just edgy humor, having seen similar racial jokes all over TikTok. There she go, deflecting, directed at both whites and blacks. Truth is, there are no excuses for what I did. I'm aware of that. The video was bad and unacceptable. It does not reflect who I am, though. I have friends of all races. Oh, really? I've had beautiful connections and experiences with people IG all races, and that's who I am. One moment of teenage madness does not define me. My closest friends know that. They are even more disappointed because they know that video is not who I am. I have to regain the trust of many people. Oh, and that blacks are human too. You know, I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know because Steph says blacks are human too. I am not asking for forgiveness or open arms. Many believe I don't deserve that, and that's fair. I have to take the consequences of my actions, learn and understand why so many are mad at me, and truly grow from the experience. You know what? Let me stop. She says I have to take the consequences of my actions. And yet she's sitting here in the frames that I showed you before saying, please don't contact my college. No, little heifer, we're contacting your college, and we're going to contact any possible employer that you may ever have, because these are the consequences of what you did. You decided to be a racist prick on social media, and you thought it was funny to go out there and put that kind of shit out there. And now you want us to feel sorry for you. And I don't. And then here's the kicker. She decided to air out other people. She put this, well, to prove I'm legit sorry, I want to expose some racism myself. And then she decides to air out other girls, other teenagers that are racist, therefore deflecting what she did onto other people. Now, yes, the other things that she showed here are extremely racist. But the fact is that she's not taking any responsibility for what she did by deflecting and projecting it on other people and saying, hey, well, you guys say I'm racist. They're racist too. No, Karen, no. You're in trouble because of what you did. And they will have their moments too. I'm sure that Black Twitter will do what Black Twitter does and they will find them. But you're the one that was in the video deciding to make, and excuse my language, a nigger. That's what you decided to do. That's what you decided to do. And you had the nerve to add bad choices into the ingredients. Bitch, you made the bad choice. You did it. And so now you're paying for that. I am so sick and tired of seeing the little crying white women tears every time they get themselves into trouble. And I'm getting really, really tired of seeing Black people come out and say, oh, guys, they made a mistake. They're kids. You know, kids make mistakes and forgiving them. No, because guess what? Young Black men and young Black women, especially our Black men, they make mistakes all the time, right? They're young. They go out there and they joyriding or they decide to sell a little weed here and there. And they get up in front of a judge and the judge slaps them with a felony that follows them for the rest of their days. They made a mistake. They made a mistake as a kid, but guess what? That mistake follows them forever. They're not able to get in certain spaces. They're not able to get certain access to capital because they are felons. They can't even get certain housing because they're felons. And you mean that I should feel sorry for this girl and this young man who decided to make a racist TikTok video because it's going to ruin their college chances? I don't fucking think so. I don't feel sorry for them. I will never feel sorry for them. No, I don't think that they should be threatened with death. Why should somebody put themselves in jail to kill or threaten to kill these people? That don't mean shit to me. I would never threaten death on these people, but I certainly don't wish them a good life either. I'm sorry, but I do not. I do not. Because our kids are never given second chances. They're not. They get slapped with felonies at young ages. They get into a little trouble and this shit never leaves them. They are stamped for the rest of their days because of something they did in their youth, because they were being silly. They were being stupid. They thought they wanted to make a little money. They didn't think anything of it, right? And they will always have that on the record. And guess what? When something happens, guess what they do? They pull up they pull up their mugshot. But do white kids get their mugshots pulled up? No, they don't. They don't. So I don't feel no ways tired for you, Karen. I know your name is Stephanie, but I don't feel sorry for you, Karen. I don't feel sorry for that your little boyfriend, like you said, your little boyfriend influenced you. And that the fact that she said Blacks are human. The fact that she said Blacks are human lets you know that she never considered us as human. She obviously thinks we're animals. And she thinks exactly like her boyfriend. So for her to throw him under the bus in that moment shows what kind of person she is. She should have just stood by that shit, right? But I'm glad that Twitter did what they did, and they contacted the high school and they contacted the colleges. So now, young lady, you get to sit in the old small town of Carrollton and you get to just like maybe work at the local Walmart or something like that. You know, nothing wrong with that, but you will not, no, let me take that back. She might have a place, you know. There's going to be a group of people that think that she is treated unfairly. And so she may have a place somewhere out there. She live in the South, you know, she live in redneck Georgia. So she might have a place out there, but she definitely ain't going to get it at any of the colleges that she was hoping to get in. That's for damn sure, because folks ain't about to let that happen. So I would urge all these people out here making all these racist TikTok videos, Black Twitter be on it. They are better than any police department, any FBI that you could ever find or ever count on. They will find you and they will take your ass down. So I suggest you stop making these dumbass videos. And so that you understand, while some of us might feel bad for you and forgive you, the majority of us don't give a damn, because y'all don't give a damn about our young men and young women who get into a little trouble when they're young, and that shit lasts with them for the rest of their lives. They can't, it's like an albatross around their neck. They cannot shake it. They can't get rid of it. So we don't feel sorry for you. All right. And that's all I wanted to say about that. I saw this video circulating about a week ago and I've been wanting to talk about it, but here's my chance. I had a chance to talk about it today. So I'm going to talk about it. I don't care. I don't care. And don't try to use Jesus. Oh, by the way, Jesus is Black. All right. I hope your head explodes over that.